All right, welcome back to the channel. It's the one taking another walk. This time it is a post-meal walk, man. So let's get to it. One of the things that I want to talk about is that it is very humbling when the market drops and it stays near this buying level, like where it becomes a buyer's market here temporarily, what we're seeing in cryptocurrency, even equities. And some would say even real estate to an extent, because that we're seeing interest rates come down a bit on mortgages, even though home prices are still about average $400,000 in the United States, while the average income in the United States is $39,000. So about a 10x from the average income is the average house price. Though that probably won't change because of the forces of inflation still accelerating, the rate on those mortgages are still are coming down month over month, or within the last about 5 months. And so when we have those dynamics, you're seeing that this is probably a good opportunity if you have some dry powder, right? Unless you're suspecting that this is a crash we're experiencing, it's all over, assets are going to go to zero, like Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, which I specifically focus on in this channel. So if you don't think these assets are going to zero, then you probably may want to be in a buying position, because this is definitely a corrective dip that we're seeing. We're seeing 20%, over 20% in the past 7 days. That, you know, different altcoins, Bitcoin may be down about 15% in the last 7 days. Great opportunities. But a humbling experience is that when you don't have any dry powder, it's when you're all in, when you keep on DCAing and, you know, taking your paycheck, taking a portion of that every week, whatever you got laying around, and you just keep buying in it, and it goes down a little further. It's very humbling. It's very, very humbling, actually, because it makes you begin to appreciate what you have, as far as what you already currently are stacking. It makes you appreciate the concept of HODLing, and then now you're in a position now where all you have to do is just sit quietly. You're in a position now where you just must sit quietly, continue to learn about your investment, continue to grow, and always reanalyze your strategy and why you hold what you hold. See, me, I know why I like to specifically focus on Bitcoin. Anything else other than, I'm probably in it. Anything else other than, I'm probably in it to speculate. But that's a very small position. I know the core is Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is in my opinion, an inversion or an inverted play on perpetual, irresponsible fiscal and fiscal and monetary policy, where the devaluation of the dollar will continue, which is causing everybody to live like peasants in today's society. I looked on, I don't know, something ran across me on Twitter, and I'm using on Twitter every day. And there was an interesting chart that someone put together, and this chart measured the amount of hours needed for a average earning American to work in order to acquire just one Bitcoin. Remember, the average American is making $39,000 annual. And if you don't believe me, just go on to the usdebtclock.org. usnationaldebtclock.org has all the Has a lot of interesting stuff on there if you really pay attention to all the tickers that are blinking and flashing. And so with $39,000, it would take the average person nearly 2,000, a little underneath 2,000 days to acquire one Bitcoin. I'm sorry, 2,000 hours of work. 2,000 hours of work to acquire one Bitcoin. Now, just in 2023, the Jordan year for me last year, since we got to the pit of the bear market, I discussed the strategy on essentially just putting your head down, getting as many streams of income immediately as you can handle, right? We didn't have time to start businesses. We didn't have time to take any spare capital we had to try to start a business and wait on that to try to profit so we can buy the most important scarce asset in history. We immediately jumped out the gate hustling, whether that's odd jobs, 9 to 5, part-time. I worked 2 full-time jobs last year because it was quick and it was immediate that I needed to take advantage of the market before the Bitcoin halving, where I had nearly 8 months of working 2 full-time jobs, one overnight and one was during the day. Right after I got off at 7 in the morning, I went in at 8:30 a.m. or 8. Really, it was like an hour difference. Get home at 5, couple hours of sleep, maybe to eat a little bit, hop back up. We did it again. It's about 4 or 5 times a week, 4 times a week at least, or on average, let's say. So these are the extremes that I'm just kind of giving you an example of what the strategy was. And therefore, I don't even know how many hours that was over that time, but I covered some ground. And so now today, with Bitcoin near $55,000, even with this pullback, you're talking about the average American earning the average annual earnings or income is likely having to clock in about 1,900 hours. And so that tells you if Bitcoin isn't the best savings technology that's been created, then I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what other strategy you're looking for, especially during what I believe we're in a recession. So I think that we'll look up next year and it will take, you'll see that the average hours needed to be worked to earn one Bitcoin will probably triple that, you know, seeing that we're on the cusp of a major bull run. This is something to definitely to pay attention to. Anyways, so this is what I wanted to share. I'm gonna keep this under 10 minutes. If you guys are still looking to collect as much as you can, feel free to check out everything that we have in the description below, because I think that is never a bad time to stack underneath all-time highs while the market is pulled back strongly, while recession fears are in place, while interest rates have not yet began to pivot and go down, and right after the halving. The table is set. So, I mean, definitely, I know if you're humble right now, it's hard to stack, because if your powder not dry, but if you run across some and you're still stacking, get you a great wallet. Get you a really good cryptocurrency wallet. You know, Trezor, the Cold wallet are both great wallets. I have those links in the description for those wallets. one wallet isn't really enough, because you can lose that wallet. And if you're smart enough, you'll remember your keys. But you can restore that wallet. Trezor store down below, great reputation. CoinKite.com for their cold card wallet is a great Bitcoin only wallet. Both are open source. Also, check out a really good book that you can share with family and friends to show your support if you're looking to support what I'm doing. Link down below for the book that I wrote about 5 years ago to help people understand Bitcoin. And I appreciate that. Anyway, this is a great walk, man. I feel good. Just hope it doesn't rain on me again, but you never know because it's overcast here. So hope I don't get caught in it. But anyways, I just want to drop in. Till next time.